And
Hey everybody, welcome to Mama's Comedy.
hey, cousin everyone, it's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show. And with me is Cousin Ali.
Hello, everyone.
And to his left, your right on the radio dial, it's Cousin Andrew.
Hello.
And next up onto the stage, fellas, get out those singles. It is Cousin Melanie.
$5 bills.
And I don't know. Maybe Melanie Prime,
Melanie Prime.
10
You
years
get free
ago.
shipping with
The main
Melanie
universe,
Prime.
Melanie.
Yeah, no, I mean, you
Overnight shipping Melanie Prime.
I mean, I'm not throwing quarters to you or anything, but I mean, just coming right out onto the stage and saying $5 only.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you
Nah,
it could happen.
you
Throwing-
guarantee? Okay, hold on.
Well, yeah.
guys. We have a.
Nah, not worth it.
No. We could make this happen.
We could go right now. Go to Rachel's. Let's see.
Yeah. That. Wait. Is that the
Who's Rachel?
the,
Is that
the
your ex?
steakhouse?
The steakhouse, yes.
Oh, the
Do you think
steakhouse.
I
Yeah.
could just walk up to the front hostess and be like, excuse me?
Yes.
I have things to share.
I
would
need to
like
make $5
I would
right
like
now.
to try something, if you don't mind.
You know what's wild? All you gotta do is you don't even have to go on stage. You just walk around. Guys just,
Yeah.
for a little attention, get money.
In fact, if you don't look like a stripper, that's going to make you more attractive to them.
Yeah.
If they make eye contact and I just say no thank you,
Ugh.
No.
Oh my
$10.
God.
Yeah.
You,
Strip clubs is a lot like SAC or any other improv place. Yes, and.
Yeah.
You edging bitch.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Tosh Show podcast, and he was interviewing the head of the Teamsters Union.
Yeah.
And he was saying, how do you feel about electric cars? And the guy's like, I don't like them. He's like, well, when I was younger, I was driving at night, just edging myself. And he's like, an electric car just kind of frees up your hands. And the guy's like, well, then you can just finish. He's like, no, that's the opposite of what I want. I'm trying to stay awake. Like if I finish, I'm just gonna get sleepy.
Speaking of podcasts, I've been listening. I'm on episode 6
Of?
Mama's Comedy podcast.
Have you not been listening to them?
No.
All right, you ready for this? Hey, Melanie, how many have you listened to? Including probably the 50 or so that you're on. Yeah.
12?
Wow.
You've listened
Yeah.
to 12?
Yeah.
Did you start from the beginning?
No.
No, I start from the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah. He actually.
I have listened to some that I'm not on, though. Once I'm on it, I know what we talked about.
Yeah, but I don't really listen to you in the moment.
I gotta go back and check.
Yeah.
No, Andrew brought up yesterday we were doing the family friendly mama show, and he said, "When did you stop telling people to send dick pics to Cousin Tony?" And I was like, "Oh yeah,
You did it every episode.
Every
like,
week.
Right. Like you were committed.
every week."
Oh
You were
my God.
committed.
That although back when we were doing that ruined my Snapchat
Why?
because
You were only
You're
one sending
only
him
getting
dick
them?
pics?
no, it's
was
because
just you sending them?
when you put your email address or your socials out online, it inevitably gets on a list. So
Yeah.
I just kept getting all of these friend requests
Oh.
from big titty bitches.
And you accepted every one of them.
No, because they just want money. Like you coming out here immediately going
$10.
$5. 10.
Wow.
Oh my God. We can get a pool going right now.
You gonna do it in a pool?
We're not willing to. One of us isn't willing to put a whole 10 in, but we'll come together.
Can we put you on layaway?
You know the worst thing I think you could do as a woman is to just
Oh, yeah, tell me.
Yeah, tell us, Todd.
Let me
That's all I wanted to hear.
let me
Tell
put my leg
Melanie.
up on something and explain this to you. No, I think because I was just Andrew was like, we just put a pool in, like we're gonna give you $10, and I was like, the worst thing you could do as a woman, just to a guy friend, is just go, hey, I'm into you. And then when he's like, oh my God, is this really happening? Go, ew, gross, I was kidding. And then you've ruined that friendship forever.
Have you done that?
Oopsie.
Have you seen that happen before?
No. But I've thought about it. That's why it's like anytime.
You thought about it? Like you thought about doing it, or every woman that walks up to you, you're like, she's gonna
No,
do this to me right now.
No, that's why. That's why I just never trust a girl in the friend group. So that's why. Look how far away you are from me right now.
It's a good call. It's a good call.
I do not
Excellent.
trust you
Yeah.
because if I let you in even a little bit right here, you just wreak some havoc, and I'm not going to have it.
The
Yeah.
center of your sternum.
My sternum. If I let you into my sternum, where Jesus is kicking around,
You learn, if you listen to the early podcasts, you start learning a lot about you guys.
what have you learned? What have you learned about us?
What have you learned?
Well, okay. Well, Ali, you were only like in one so far. I felt like. You
Well,
just
that was
came-
early on.
Yeah,
that
it was early on.
He's also on only 6, so it's not like you've been through that many.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I learned, like, speaking of that, Todd, is that you had proclaimed that, like, ooh, you know, you could talk to girls, but, like, you know, you, like, hitting on them, you're so afraid of the
Oh,
rejection.
terrified. Yeah, terrified.
Yeah. That part's past for you, though.
No, it's not.
No?
No, she goes out of town.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Cross state lines, you're fine.
Yeah.
She also just rejects him constantly.
And she doesn't listen to this, so I'm good. Do you know how much mad, evil shit I've said about her on these podcasts?
It's true.
Does she not listen to these at all?
No.
Oh, this is why I learned Todd. Todd was a man whore, according to James.
James is, that's...
Just trailed off there a little bit.
But it was funny hearing their, like, when they were dating different people and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, you'll go through some divorces on there.
I was about to say, was I still married when we started?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But you talked about your ex.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's see, like,
learn a lot.
that's actually kind of, I do kind of want to go back and go through them now to hear
I have to
all
now.
of those.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember, like, Tony brought his daughter in when she was very young at one
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And you also on that one said to send her dad dick pics?
Yep.
In front of her?
I absolutely did. Absolutely did. I think she was playing the piano in the theater at that point. So you just hear her plunking around in the background while I was talking about sending dick pics to her daddy.
Then you just hear,
Great.
plum.
Yeah, because back then we would just sit in the tables. We'd
Yeah.
sit on that table
Yeah.
and run around.
And that was like around the time where Tony and I were trying to figure out if it was physically possible to fart into someone else's butthole. And I said, if you could actually fart into, like, create a perfect seal, like you have to, like, you know how when you're kissing someone, your heads turn opposite so that your noses don't, so you have to do that with your butt cheeks. Turn your butt cheeks, and you got to both spread them and try to get those.
Sucker pucker.
Yeah, yep.
If you just get a tube,
Yeah, but then you're sticking something up in there.
It's like a fart enema.
Yeah, I think that's the only way, though. It would have to be a tube system that also has an airflow.
yeah.
All right, we have.
It has to
Unless
be
you
pushing
can
it
fart
in the right
so
direction.
hard. One
Yeah.
of you has to be able to fart so hard.
That's just a
That's
poop.
the thing is, yeah, you have to fart and
So-
hope the other person doesn't push your fart back into you.
But that's why you have
So
an airflow
all you
going.
need, so what we need is
Trust.
rubber underwear, super tight rubber underwear with a tube attached. Rubber underwear. That's hard to say. Rubber underwear and rubber underwear. You toot, boop, and then they go in.
You know
That's
what?
how it works.
But
We
I
can do
also
it.
think you need an external tube that has a strong wind flow, like a strong
No,
fan
no,
pushing
no,
in
no.
one
You-
direction to
'cause
push
if
the fart in.
What you need is a
what's that?
vacuum so that you can vacuum any air out so that you know you have a tight seal in there. And then if you're farting,
But then it just spreads. It's not going to go in one direction.
You see this weird GoFundMe from Todd, and we're
How
like,
much-
what's this for, Todd?
how much mass is there to a fart?
I mean, let's do the work. All right.
fist.
So mass is
fistful.
velocity. No.
No matter what, if it's gas, it's going to spread. It's not forced in a direction.
That's what I'm
unless
saying.
The flow
It's,
goes
you got to
that
do
way.
the rubber stuff where there's no force. The only way out is through the tube.
Yeah. It's not like it's going to dissipate through the
Yeah, you need to have
underwear.
rubber that's.
Yeah, but tube to tube. But then it could just easily flow back and forth. Tube to tube.
Guys, I'm calling in an expert.
Okay.
Oh, ba-da-ba-ba, expert.
Hey, Sparky, you're on a podcast right now, and we're talking about farts. And the question is,
hate Sparky.
how much space would a fart take up if you farted into a pure vacuum?
Don't ask
Hey
me.
there. In a pure vacuum, the space a fart would occupy could be quite large. Gases expand to fill the space available, so without any external pressure, it would spread out significantly. It's a bit tricky to give an exact measurement, but it definitely take up more space than you'd expect.
So
See?
if you were to wear
doesn't
rubber
prove your point.
underwear
Yes, it does.
No, it
with a
doesn't.
tube from your butt connected to someone else's butt, would it be possible to fart inside someone else's butt?
That's quite an unusual and hypothetical scenario.
Don't try me,
In
Sparky.
theory, guidelines won't let me talk about that.
Oh, guidelines. No,
That's
In theory, I was about to say it. No, it just
yours
means,
tone.
like, yeah, you're right. If it's a complete vacuum, there's nothing constricting it. Yeah, it'll
No,
fucking
what I'm saying
That's
is
it expands.
Even
You're
in a
right.
vacuum in a tube, my point is it'll dissipate to fill every open space. It's not guaranteed to just flow aggressively into one person's butthole.
Right.
It's gonna fill all
but you can
open
do this
space.
right now. If we have
is why you need
And
a
the,
fan.
and the
Melanie.
only thing is that tube.
Melanie, come into the bathroom with me in
No.
a garbage bag, and we can solve this right now.
My favorite thing
I'll
is.
even give you $5.
Oh my God.
I'm up to 20 now.
I'll pull in.
Speaking of butt stuff, I installed a bidet today.
Bidet today.
I did.
Congratulations.
I put a bidet in there, and I had to test it. I didn't poop, but I had to figure out what the hell it does. And not gonna lie,
Yeah,
feels
bidet?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of rejuvenating. It was cold water right in the
Did you get
poop
the
chute.
like an electric one or just the tushy turn
Just the
dial?
tushy turn knob.
Melanie, right in the tuchus.
Andrew,
Yeah.
shut up.
Oh, okay.
No, because I have in the guest bathroom, we have one of those tushy. You just turn it, and it's not cold. I mean, it is. It's just coming out of the tap, right?
Right.
But then in the bedroom, there's the heated seat. Press the button, and it's hot water.
Oh yeah, you got the
comes out.
fancy.
But I kind of prefer the guest room one. I kind of
Yeah.
prefer it's like a power blaster.
Yeah, that thing goes.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, okay.
Like a super soaker straight to
Yeah,
the
yeah. I
anus?
mean,
Yeah.
you were pressure washing
I've
the inside
never-
of your butt.
I have never done a bidet.
Oh man, it changes your life.
I mean, I just did the bidet just to test it, but I haven't done it after post poop. Yeah.
Melanie, have you ever done a bidet?
No.
All right, well, we can do this right now with a straw in the bathroom. And
$50.
All right, we'll pull in. I got my 5.
no, it is. And you'll eventually get to this on the podcast when I start like my life
one?
changes. But the bidet, holy shit! Like whenever I travel, like we just went to a beach town for a night,
Yeah.
at Airbnb or a hotel, and as I sat down on the toilet, I went, oh. I looked at that toilet paper next to me and I was like, fucking animals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll ruin other toilets for you.
Dang.
But you are so clean.
Yeah.
Right here, look at this. Hold on.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
So shiny.
Yeah,
look at it.
yeah.
It's
Melanie-
pulsating.
It even took the
Melanie,
mole
Just
off.
listening to the noises Andrew is fake making in regards to this.
I like to think if I dropped my pants and showed you my butthole, it would be like the scene at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where your face would just slowly melt away.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like.
It's beautiful.
Which is weird because his butthole looks like a sarlacc pit.
Or I thought you meant like I was gonna start like rubbing my chin and I'm gonna reach out my hand slowly to grab it.
That's the beginning.
Yes.
My bad.
But anyway, you should get a bidet.
Don't
hey,
look
mate.
at it, Marion. Don't look at it.
The when you go to Japan, like basically every toilet there is a bidet, but they're all super nice and bougie. Like when you walk up, the toilet lid just opens up like
Makes a song.
welcome.
Does it sing?
Some of them do make like little songs to cover up the sound of your.
Is it like those robots that we've been seeing at those restaurants lately, but instead it just like walks up and talks to you?
You're not
It
allowed
just
to poop on
opens?
those, Melanie.
No.
You're gonna get us
No,
thrown.
my point is,
Wow.
does it
Melanie
say
got
like,
us thrown out of Hot Pot by trying to poop on the robot.
but like this, like the hot pot robots, is it like, do you want a joke? Do you want warm water?
No,
Like, ooh,
It
a
does-
Roomba toilet bidet.
so you just have to
Oh my
walk
God.
around with it.
Or
Ew.
it hovers with you.
Ew.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Do they ask your preference?
Oh my God! Why isn't that invented?
Because it's not possible.
No. It
Anything is possible.
It's possible. Imagine if like
Is
you're
it a good
babysitting.
idea though? No.
No.
You're not babysitting. You have a kid, and your kid's in the other room. What's my kid doing? Roomba shit. Let's go. And you're in the other room. You're still doing your business. Okay, she's sleeping. Right back to the toilet.
Yeah,
sitting in.
sleeping until the smell of your shit wafts
Yeah, I was
into
about to
the
say,
room.
where does the shit go? Where does the urine and shit go?
You know what? Patent pending. Fuck you all.
Also,
There's a tube.
how
a long
incredibly
tube.
long is this moment that you had to go check
know.
on your child?
No. Okay. It stores the shit and piss inside of it.
Uh-huh.
So it might be a little taller. So then, but you station back in.
And there's a little blender inside, so it purees it.
Yes.
So it's a porta potty on wheels.
Yeah.
Essentially, but it could hold up to, let's say,
You don't need to be this specific.
300 pounds. 300 pounds. 300 pounds.
300 pounds?
Yeah.
Good. How big are your shits?
No. That's just in case. That's for shit. No. Holding. So a person. It has to be that you have to have enough.
You can weigh.
Weigh, yes.
Yes, I thought you meant 300 pounds.
hold
of
on.
shit.
You can also murder someone and put them in up to 300 pounds.
Here's a real question,
Yeah.
and I'm expecting honest answers
Well, then you're on the wrong fucking
from
podcast.
everybody.
All right. I'll try my best.
All right? First morning poop. All right? First morning poop.
don't know what this is.
Ali, how long are you in the bathroom for?
I don't normally poop right off the bat in the morning.
Ooh.
I'd say maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew, be honest.
Well, I don't really poop right off the touchdown goal. Let me tell you this.
I don't like that phrase at all.
You don't play sports.
I know.
I poop very infrequently. So
That's
How
not
often do you poop?
healthy.
So when a morning poop would happen, right?
Yeah, morning
which
poop
is
would.
rare.
Morning poop would.
It's probably out and done.
All right,
so that's
well,
probably,
all right,
it's
what
probably
about
like a
okay?
15 minute.
Take the morning out of it. If you have the day off and you have to make
regular
a poop,
shit? You
yeah,
wanna know
regular
regular
shit.
shit?
Oh, regular shit during the day?
I'm like 20 minutes or more.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, during the day, I ain't got
think-
shit to do.
All right.
Except for the shit that I'm doing at that moment. Yeah, probably 20.
Is no one else concerned that Andrew's not eating fiber?
Melanie.
No, there are
That
just
he
people that just
never-
don't poop.
He barely
Once
ever
or twice a week.
poops?
Yeah.
Once or twice a week.
Melanie.
Once or twice a week?
A week?
Whoa.
Good Lord.
I know.
Do whatever
I
cats you're
think
eating
Andrew's
right now.
dying.
No, it's been all
That's
my
why
life.
he needs 300 pounds. It's stored
Yeah.
up in him.
I poop like 4 times a day.
Holy
Dang.
moly.
Yeah.
Melanie, don't try to avoid the question by changing the
I'm
subject.
not.
Yeah.
Anytime, no matter what, less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 to 3.
You,
That's-
she has a
that's-
pristine butthole. That's
Yeah.
why.
And
It's
what I
quick.
found
it's not
is,
even. It's not. I wouldn't even need to time it. It's like in, done.
like
out.
most men
I don't understand
take
it.
time.
I don't
We're
understand
there
it.
for a while.
Well, she's not on
But
social media.
Most,
that's why.
Most
I do
women,
not scroll my phone.
most women are quick. In and out, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you're out. You're in, you're out. And that's because most women, if you take a look at it and you look at the statistics, most women don't have another woman in the house trying to take their life.
Oh, you're right.
So forcing them to stay in the bathroom for as long as possible.
Yeah. You ever been in the bathroom and you hear your partner's voice in the other room going, "How long are you gonna be?" And I'm just,
No, that's why beforehand you go like, hey, need to use the restroom? No. All right, it's mine now.
that's why I got two bathrooms.
Don't worry about it. I'll go in 4 to 5 business days. If you're Andrew.
Yeah, so I'd have like, I have my moment.
Have you
which is
always
like-
only pooped a couple times a week?
Yeah.
Your whole
Wow.
life.
Yeah, even when I was like at peak, like exercising.
Melanie, how about you? How many times do you poop?
A week?
No, just a day.
I'm going now.
Once, but not. It's not necessarily every single day. I will give you that too. But mostly like once.
Yeah, I used to be a 2 poop a day guy. Like
Yeah?
pretty much 2, sometimes 3. Ever since I got on this freaking crazy diet thing where I'm not eating what I want to eat, I mean, it's maybe once a day, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Once every other day is
What
usually
should
what
Yeah, that's kind of the
Yeah.
same.
Melanie,
Once every other.
What should I eat? And I'll try to do it. And I'll
Vegetables.
Yeah.
report back. What? What are those?
Just vegetables.
Vegetable. Any fiber?
Sorry.
Vegetables.
Vegetables. Vegetable.
Vegetable?
Yeah, here you go.
Bok choy.
Hello? I'm Chinese.
I don't like ordering bok choy at a Chinese restaurant because I feel like I'm making fun of them.
Okay, have some bok choy. If you say it like that, yeah, they'll be like they'll side eye you. And then, all right, I'll give you some bok choy.
No,
choy.
I honestly, I go 3 to 4 times a day.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
Great.
But I go like first thing in the morning as soon as I wake up.
Yeah.
But I also will say I don't wake up and I'm not running to the toilet like I'm gonna shit my pants.
Yeah.
Like I literally just wake up, I sit down, I deploy,
Yeah.
and then I'm done.
Do some people wake up having to poop so aggressively that they can't just stroll out of bed?
Todd does.
No, I'm always strolling out of bed and I sit down and that's like my first round of like returning emails and
Ooh,
going through all
you're
the junk
efficient,
stuff.
you're efficient.
Yeah, all the junk emails, just deleting all of those. And then usually if I'm doing the gym, the pre-workout,
How's he doing?
Yeah, he's great, Jim. No, the pre-workout will sometimes give me like
Little poopies?
a fat shit. Yeah. And then after lunch, and then usually like right before bed.
I will say this: most times, if I do poop in the morning, it's usually a hangover poop. When you've had a rough night out,
Doesn't want to
drunk,
let
it's
go.
like,
It's just hanging over.
beer shits. Yeah, you're like, oh, you got to get it out.
Ew,
Got to get the
Melanie.
evil out, man. Get the poison out.
You ever had beer shits, Melanie?
No.
Melanie, how big are your poops?
They're probably like a little like.
On a scale of 1 to Trump, how big?
She probably.
As an entire Trump.
You know how goats poop is just pellets?
Yeah.
That's probably.
That's also, is that what yours are, Andrew? That's not a good shape either.
No,
are you
no.
eating fiber?
It's just like.
Is yours a log?
Fist. Sometimes one long one.
A fist of poop?
Does it look like that rock thing? What is it? The Thing from Fantastic Four?
It is. There's no blood in it.
Oh my
No
god!
blood.
So the ideal poop shape
Yeah. Oh, you know
is
this.
yes. The ideal poop shape is solid with some lines but not cracks. Also a slight S shape, which is which means it's firm, and that's the last shape that is what it's in your intestines.
Oh my God.
And it should be tapered on both ends.
Todd reads about
my
poop
God.
while pooping 4 times a day.
Yes.
This is probably the one good time on a Mama's podcast where the audience can learn something.
Yeah.
And it's
Holy
about,
cow.
of course, it's about shit. Of course.
Always
I'm
look.
concerned
What's
about you.
tapered?
This can lead to like problems.
Well, then I probably always have it. Tapered. What, I mean, like it just goes to a thin,
Tapered.
It goes
yeah,
away.
like
Yeah,
the end of
just
It
a
looks like a joint
like the
thank you.
top of a Hershey's Kiss.
with the flag and all. What's funny is I had, speaking of poops, I started working on this bit. Talking about how cats are the stereotype that cats are women, dogs are
Yeah.
guys, because cats are more sophisticated, they're smarter, they don't need anybody else, but they also want the love, and then guys are dumb, and that's why dogs are like guys. The only difference is that I've never seen a dog after it poops take a picture and send it to other dogs, but guys do that.
Oh yeah.
There's one on this podcast right now that will do that.
I've done it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
If it's impressive, yeah, Melanie.
I hate this conversation.
put Melanie in
What's
the loop.
going on?
I took a poop.
Do you all need a hobby?
I took a poop one day at work. We had a poop bathroom. It was just all guys in the show. We had a poop bathroom, and you know Bucky,
that's
right?
gotta be
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah. So
bad.
working with one of my friends, Bucky, and I took a turd that when I turned around, I was like, I brought this into the world. Like I did this.
Like it was
and
your child?
I took a picture
Did you
of it.
name it?
And I sent it to Bucky. And like we had real shit cell service in this this break room.
No pun intended.
I finished. I walked out, and I was standing there as his phone went, brr, brr, and he looked at it, and he looked at it for a second, and then looked closer and said, "Is this like a raw chicken, or is this like a quarter?" He was trying to figure out
What it was?
What it was
Wow.
because of the way it layered over on itself, like soft serve.
Oh my god! And by the way, what color is your poop that it looks like chicken?
This one was like a lighter brown, like a lighter
God.
brown.
Because also, if it is the color of raw chicken, you also have something wrong with you.
You got salmonella in your ass.
Yeah.
It was
What we're learning
golden.
on this podcast is you're all in trouble.
Us.
I'm fine.
Melanie, today I did something
I'm regular.
really sketchy. I brushed my teeth. And the water.
Today?
There was a precautionary water thing, and I forgot.
Oh.
And I didn't boil my toothpaste water.
No, you're gonna
Uh-oh.
die.
And I had to put it in my mouth. I drove out, and there was a big ass sign there. I'm like, damn it. What are my chances?
You guys remember when Andrew was on the podcast?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys remember when he was part of Mama's?
I mean, what that probably means is
R.I.P.
you're going to be pooping a lot the next few days.
You got
You'd be
diarrhea.
then Melanie's happy. I'll let you know.
Please don't.
When you have diarrhea that's clear, are you happy or are you disappointed?
Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it.
Clear, yeah.
Like it comes out like a fountain drink. Like it sucks. I hate it. Like it sounds louder than when you pee.
It's like when you spit Sprite out on accident.
Yes.
there was we
Sometimes
had,
it's carbonated.
Yeah,
it
that's
hits
true.
the water. It
You're
hits the
right.
water so hard.
Do you know
it
how you just said you were fine?
Well, this
You were
doesn't
like,
happen
yeah,
every
not
day.
me. Okay, I'm still
We're talking about
checking.
when you get diarrhea. That happens.
They all do also say that if you have to wipe more than twice, it's not good
What?
Not a good sign.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Wait.
Andrew's in trouble.
I am
real?
very much like every now and then. What is that blooper with Parks and Rec with Andy? He goes, sometimes when I go, it's like I wipe and I wipe and I wipe and it's like I'm wiping a marker and I wipe and still poop, still poop, still poop.
Nuh-uh, Todd. Nuh-uh.
Yeah. That's true.
That's why I do the dude wipes. That's the best. I love the dude
Yeah,
wipes.
but it's not good for the sewer system. Even though it says flushable, it's not flushable.
Right, it's true. You're right.
You know
Are
the,
dude wipes just like wet wipes?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for
But dudes only.
Yeah, because I had some for the
Smells
longest
like
time.
Brute.
They had like a little hint of mint oil in it.
Yeah, I love
Gave
them.
you a
so
nice little
dudes.
Yeah, I love it.
tingly up your-
What a dudes.
Melanie, smell my butt. Yeah, let me put on these rubber underwears.
$50.
What, is that
price.
aloe? Do I smell aloe?
Maybe.
Nice.
I'll never tell.
And I was just
secret,
huh?
You're the only one allowed to say it. What was I going to say about?
Probably
yeah,
your butthole or...
no. In the sewers, like you're not supposed to flush those things
Right.
because they end up in the sewer and they have to be cleaned out, which is some dude's job. But so if you know the answer, you may know this, Ali.
Okay.
Do you know the term for a flushed tampon when they are cleaning it out of the sewer?
Oh.
I can't remember. I know this though.
Melanie, you should know this one.
Because you're notorious for flushing tampons.
Tampon.
Are you
10,
watching me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, not all the time.
don't.
The camera has to be, batteries have to be changed
Yeah.
every now and then.
If it's an actual term, I don't know what that is.
Well, I mean, it's what they call it. The sewer workers call it.
Yeah.
But it's called a sewer rat
Yeah.
Because it has a tail?
because it has a tail. How about a flushed condom?
Oh, man. Flushed condom.
Is it also an animal?
Yep.
Oh.
Ooh, a rubber... Not a rubber rat, because that's
It's a
too
sewer
specific.
something with an animal.
Nope, not sewer. It's called a rainbow trout.
I would never got to there. Oh, because
Yeah.
it could be different colors.
Well, yeah, and I guess
And
like
they taste great
the
on the grill.
The oils.
the oils on it,
yeah.
make it kind of shimmery and rainbowy.
Yeah.
I think I'm sure I've told this story on the podcast, but when Ali was my roommate, and back when you were at the part of the podcast that you were listening to, where I was on a tear, and when I was selling the house, we had a septic system, and I always flush condoms. By the way, I always
What?
flush. I
Are
always
you
flush them.
serious?
You know why? Because I saw that movie, The Crush.
Yep.
Where Alicia Silverstone takes the condom out of the trash
yeah, I've seen that
and then
movie.
abuses herself with it.
Yeah.
And the guy, he gets charged with rape, and they're
Oh
like,
my
well, we
God.
found your DNA in there.
Oh my
and I was
God.
like,
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And you're like, wow, these women
No,
are so
I always
obsessed
flush
with
my
me.
condoms too.
Fucked you up, Tom.
I always flush
Every
my
woman
condoms.
is
Yep.
so obsessed with me.
Are you being serious too?
Yeah, I always flushed them.
Are you fucking kidding?
What did you do? Reuse them?
shake and reuse.
Or you could pass it off to a friend.
No, you just roll it inside out. You can go. Good.
So I would always flush them.
Wow.
when
That's
the guy
worse than the dude wipes.
when the guy came over, well, no, mine was septic. So like it's all just going into a giant stew.
I wish it was like
Kind of like a robot.
I feel like that's actually how the sea turtles are dying. They're suffocating to death somehow.
I'm fucking sea turtles. So the guy he's got this tube, and then he's sucking out the septic system because I have to like empty it before I sell it. And I'm standing there, and he's looking down, just condoms.
Oh my God, for real?
Yeah.
Oh
and,
my God.
And the guy goes, there's a lot of plastics in here. And I went, my fucking roommate.
God, that's so fucked up and funny.
Well, I
The
also
fact that you're standing there with him while he's doing it.
I also used to save the wrappers
Yeah, you.
because I thought it would be a hilarious practical joke
Right.
to when someone's like, hey, can you watch my house while I'm going out of town?
Oh, that's right.
To just hide wrappers
Worst.
like in winter coat pockets or underneath the silverware drawer, like places that they're not going to find them immediately. And then I was like, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to do that to a friend. I'm going to like put it in a winter coat pocket or something. And then I'm going to forget about it. Find out 6 months later, his wife accuses him of cheating on him and murders him.
Can I tell you? So I've got my the same nightstands in my bedroom that I've had for years. Like honestly, since 2000. 2000. So when I was single, when I moved into Rayanne's place, I didn't clean them out. I just, taped the drawers and moved it to the thing. So one day, I guess I was searching for stuff out of there, and I wake up, and Rayanne, my assistant, is holding a condom wrapper. Do you want to explain this? And I go, what? Do you want to explain something? I just found this on the floor next to the bed. And I'm like, I didn't fuck her with the condom. That's weird. I said, where? And I go, hold on, let me see that. And the expiration date was like BC. You know what I mean? It was so old. And I went,
I'll still use it.
I said, I know what it is. I said, I haven't cleaned out my thing. I said, this was probably when I was single and it's in there. And then she goes, I could tell she didn't believe me. So I had to open the drawer and we started searching. I said, there's another one. It was like, there's one there.
How
like
many women have you fucked last night?
A lot.
My when my assistant and I were consolidating our things, I had to clean out my room before she would come over to help me. And I remember one of my
refused?
No,
she was like,
no.
I will not go in there.
No,
until
I
you
didn't
clean it
want
up.
her to go in there because I didn't know how many just random panties would be in the closet. And one of my female friends, Brittany, was like, I'm going to come to your house and we are going to get all of this shit out of there.
Wow.
Was it like a big box full of?
No, I wasn't saving them, but sometimes they'll just leave stuff there.
Sometimes someone needs to identify the body.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, we got to wrap this up. Giggity.
And then flush it. You
Ali.
fucking monsters.
Yes.
They're killing the earth slowly but surely.
Fucking it. Ali, what did you learn tonight?
I learned that if Andrew were to just have one good shit, he'd be ripped.
Maybe I will.
What if you had a 45-minute shit where it just didn't stop coming and your abs were just...
You just had to keep flushing just constantly. It's like, oh my God, it doesn't
gutters.
stop.
Andrew,
Yeah.
what did you learn tonight?
I learned that Melanie has a pristine butthole. Capable of producing the tiniest little poops.
$5 it costs.
It's 50. It's 50 now, right?
Melanie,
Yes.
what did you learn tonight?
I learned that straws are not killing our oceans.
Yeah.
It's your condom.
Yeah. You fucking animal.
I've
Not
been using
anymore.
paper
Both of you.
straws for nothing.
Both of you.
You're using paper straws instead
Ew.
of condoms? Ouch.
Yes.
And that must hurt.
Exactly.
Gross, Melanie.
Then
You're
it's,
sticking it in? I don't understand how this works.
and then it just dissolves.
Are you using your partner's penis like a Capri Sun?
I'm gonna try and help and compliment your assistant. It's not a normal straw though. It's got to be like a boba tea straw, right?
right,
Like,
right.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Get the chunks through it.
Yeah, get the boba.
Are we going back to putting a fart into people's...
And I learned something tonight too.
Hunks.
I learned that if you pay Melanie $50, she will follow you into a bathroom and let you do anything with rubber pants and a tube.
Yeah.
No pool allowed, though.
All right. We're Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday night at 9 p.m. Go to www.mamaschomedyshow.com or orlandoshitshow.com. Ali, where can people find you?
You can find me on all of the social medias at Ali Flores Comedy. Come if you're in Winter Garden, come see me every Monday night at 6 o'clock at Beth's Burger Bar where I host bingo.
Andrew?
You can find me in Daytona Beach at Cinematique, doing improv comedy with random acts of insanity. We also do a stand-up show every third Saturday. Also, I go live on twitch.tv, Omnigun, OMNIGUNN. Leave a follow, subscribe to me if you have Amazon Prime. Todd.
Melanie?
Hey,
Where can people find you and your dainty little turds?
so little, so dainty. Come to our Fringe show in
pooped
May.
so bad. I bet you have made a poop that would disgust all of us up on this stage.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think she would, if she were like to poop, like one of your poops, like a big poop.
Yeah.
I swear to God, she would fly off of the toilet seat like a balloon that just been let up.
The only thing keeping me down with gravity right now
She's so
is
small.
storing them.
She's so small that I envision it just looks like spaghetti.
She would look like that person did after the guy after Vincent D'Onofrio in MIB takes his skin.
I don't know what that means.
That's it.
Melanie, where can we find your turds?
Hey, in May, come watch our show in the Orlando Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
We'll be here. Maybe I've pooped, maybe I haven't. Ask me at the show. Don't. It'll be weird.
There will be something with Melanie and poop in the show, though.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You can find my books on Amazon. Just search for my name, and that's it. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
In the very distant future, the year 2025, four cousins launch into outer space with a comedy space warp drive. They wanted to see Uranus, but the smell was a little too strong. Then some aliens froze them with the time freeze ray, and they drifted off course for too long. They drifted through space for 1,000 years, through a dozen wormholes on the way. But don't be sad, don't shed those tears, because they unfroze for you today. There's Andrew, he is logical and proud. There's Ollie, he can bring laughs to any crowd. There's Todd, he takes adventure for a whirl. There's Melanie, she's the girl. So park your spacecraft, there's comedy in tow. Set your phasers to laughs, it's Mama's Comedy Show.